This is wealth. This is the protest of wealth and disparities in the black community. Justice for Mario Wood. I will be right back, and we're going to start shortly. And so again, thank you. Represent, represent, represent in a peaceful way, in a peaceful way, in a peaceful way.
We are here today gathered as a community of love, and we are here to ensure that we as a city represent the people of our communities and of this nation and of this world, because we stand together, down with brutality, up with unity, down with pain, up with peace, and we are here today because Black Lives Matter and our community matters, your life matters, and we want to see justice for George. Somebody say justice for George. Justice for George. Justice for George.
I don't understand, but on today, I want to just ask for, and in the words of Frederick Douglass, power concedes nothing without demand. And on today, I am demanding justice. I am demanding justice. I'm demanding justice for Floyd, for George Floyd. I'm demanding justice for Glenn. I'm demanding justice for Judy. I'm demanding justice for Rhoda. I'm demanding justice for all of those being killed for someone that was supposed to serve and protect them. I'm standing for justice.
They say that I'm powerful. They say that I'm a leader. I say I'm a child of God, adhering to the call. There's many against me, and so few with me. But I am an unapologetic, strong black woman. And I refuse to be moved. I refuse to be moved. And so we are here today, again, addressing police brutality. We stand here because of George Floyd. We stand here because of Breonna Taylor. We stand here because of Ahmaud Arbery and the countless others. And I'm gonna get to San Francisco, trust me. Trust me. We got to talk about San Francisco Police Department too. I ain't gonna do it right now, but I'll be emceeing this thing, so you're gonna be hearing from me throughout. So the police officer, Chauvin, had his knee on Gregory Floyd's neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. At 6 minutes, they asked, was there a pulse? Someone checked. There was no pulse. Chauvin still kept his knee on Gregory Floyd. George Floyd. Thank you.
So many.
And it's hot up here, y'all. and we look and it happens all over our nation. All right, all right. I wanted this to be, yeah, clap it up, make some noise. Yes, yes. With all the rallies that is going on across the nation that end in violence, I did not want this protest to be like this. I want us to come together, to mourn, to hear some music, because music soothes our souls, and to let you know that social justice is real, and that even in San Francisco, as I said, you may not see us, but again, we're strong and mighty. Thank you, Wealth and Disparities in the Black Community Justice, for Mario Woods, for always, always, always having my back for the last 5 years. And so what I want you to do, as we are here to mourn those who have been killed by police brutality, we call this, I named it, Kneeling for Social Justice. So if you will, I can't kneel, I'm gonna tell you I got bad knees. I can't go down, but I'm there with you in spirit. I want everybody to go down. Kneeling, 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 kneeling. As I look around, kneeling, everybody on the outside, you hear my voice. Kneeling, we are here because we are kneeling. We are kneeling. We are kneeling for social justice. So a moment of silence. All right, I know some of y'all can't stay down there too long. Come on up. Thank you for being cooperative. Clap it up for yourselves. Clap it up for your beautiful selves. Clap it up for your beautiful selves. And now we will bring to you, to the mic, District 10 Board of Supervisor, Shaman Walton.
What's up, black people? What's up, allies? For too many decades, for centuries, black men have been persecuted in this country. Most recently, Will Smith said it best. Racism is not getting worse, it's just getting filmed. We have bore the brunt of racism, mistreatment, inequity as black men and black people in this country for a very long time, and it did not just start yesterday. There has been a systemic and systematic attack, particularly on black men in this country. It goes back to slavery, when they wouldn't let us be educated, when they tried to stop us from reproducing, and it didn't stop us from getting stronger. Then we go to segregation, where they try to separate us, not only as people, but separate us from the wealth, separate us from the economic opportunities that existed in this country, and it still didn't work. Then they systematically created a space of mass incarceration for black men in this country. Locking us up for anything and everything. The same mistakes that people make that do not look like me and you, that get a different consequence. And even with the mass incarceration, it didn't work. So what they had to do, and what they continue to do, is use law enforcement to kill black men and women in the streets and get away with the killing of black lives in the name of the law. These protests that you see are peaceful, but we are very tired of the same mantra and of the same narrative. So unless we begin to prosecute and incarcerate law enforcement for killing innocent black lives, we will continue to rise up. I am always about consequences, always about making sure that we come up with the solutions to address the issues that exist in our community, and that's why we are here today. Because there will be solutions. We will make sure law enforcement who kill black people will be prosecuted and incarcerated. We will make sure, just like we planned prior to this crisis and this pandemic of COVID-19, that we get reparations for black people here in San Francisco.
So Supervisor Walton, he must have been with me when I was writing my notes. I said, oh, he's doing that, but I got some more. So don't worry. So again, repeating. See, this is a tech era, right? All you techies out there, pull out your phone. Pull out your phones. Pull out your phones. Pull out your phones. All right, get ready to put this in your phone.
Power to the people.
MW Justice Now at gmail.com. Again, M as in Mary, W like Mario Woods, Justice Now at gmail.com. That's our email address. And when we get back, I'm expecting our email to crash. Power to the people! Power to the people! Power to the people! We are here standing. We're not asking.
We're demanding.
We're not begging. We are demanding justice. And so the next young man that's coming up to the mic from Philmo, Philly no mo, they said, is Rico Hamilton.
Thank you so much, Felicia. First, I want to, in honor of our ancestors, we always got to give praise to our ancestors. It's not just what happened here in America, and we only know American history, but we always got to give honor to our ancestors. And in honor of that, I would just like everybody in the audience, everybody that's out there, to put your hands in the air. And let's have just a quick moment. And I wanted to do this quick moment with a song that represents how I feel.
Doing all that I can to stay. Oh, but when I look around, being done to mankind. Every day, I'm being hard to this prey. My people don't want no trouble. We gotta know struggle. I just wanna live. God protect me. I just wanna live. God protect me. I just wanna live.
Every day of my life, I've been taught that I am somebody. I've been taught to say it well. I've been taught to try to translate it in my feelings. But it's kind of hard when the society show you that you ain't nothing. I have tried to keep hope alive. But with every injustice, that hope is flattened. I have had a dream my whole entire life that has been a nightmare for me in my community.
Tell us about it.
I'm trying to wake up from this nightmare. I am trying to wake up from the injustices that happen to my people.
Yes.
But this nightmare, it haunts me. This nightmare, I can't breathe. This nightmare, my hands is up. This nightmare that we talk about, we have to figure out what is justice. Justice is just us.
Tell them again.
All of you who stand united in solidarity, knowing that life matters, knowing that it's about humanity, knowing it's about the human race.
Yeah.
I have seen in this dream where progressives and moderates have argued over street lights and bike lanes and shit like that. While there's a community around their corner where young men are dying and being brutalized and being incarcerated by the masses. All of you young black men, it is time for you to rise out of the shadows of the old way.
Yes.
It is time for us to educate ourselves.
Yes.
It is time for us to figure out, how do we hit them? It's not by looting. I ain't gonna even tell you that lie. I know somebody was waiting for me to say it, but I ain't gonna tell you that lie. The way we hit them is through the judicial system. The way we hit them is through the legislative system. We gotta stop worrying about the mayor. We gotta stop worrying about the president. We gotta stop worrying about the governor. We gotta worry about those who continue to look at the fucking law and never change the fucking law. I ask my people, when you go and vote, well, first I want to say, go register. Go register first. But when you go and vote, get educated on those people. Because these are the same people who continue to look at the laws which govern the police department, which incarcerate people of color at mass rates. And they look at it and don't do a damn thing. So we have to figure it out. It is up to you. It is up to you. Because after the protesting is done, then what?
Then what?
Then what?
Then what?
Because we are the ones that's left in the community hurting, crying, feeling the pain, feeling the trauma.
Black crowd is fed up.
We have to figure it out. We have to hold our politicians accountable to the things that they are not doing. This is what we have to do today. We have to organize. We have to mobilize. We have to figure it out. That legislative branch
but they remain connected. And that's what I'm talking about. You don't have to always be at our meetings, but you can do something. And especially all you techies, we need a website. After 5 years, we don't have a website. I'm not on Twitter. We are not on Twitter. I don't know nothing about all of that. We need somebody to help us with Twitter. We need someone to help us how to do Zoom. They trying to get me to do them Zoom meetings now. And honey, I get so frustrated. I be on my phone. They be like, why you, Felicia, were you on the call? Yeah, I was on the call. But I was on the phone. You know, we need help. MW, Justice Now at gmail.com. I'm going to bring this sister up who's been helping us. She came all the way from
Fairfield, California.
Fairfield, California. Clap it up for Jessica.
Amen, you guys. I feel like it always takes another hashtag for us to see this type of population come and join in solidarity. And it's just not enough. Enough is enough, but this is not enough. Like they said, we need to know how many people are going to stand behind us, you know, in solidarity when the crowds are gone. And I'm sitting behind closed doors crying, wondering if the next time I send one of my sons out, will he too be another hashtag? They should not be just another hashtag. Your black children, your black boys and girls, they should not have to fear that if I decide it's cold outside, I want to put a hoodie on my head, that I am going to be a victim of yet another police brutality. I should not have to have a conversation with not only 1, 2, 3, or 4 of my black boys to tell them that your one job is to get home safe and alive. No mother should have to worry and contemplate whether or not this is the last moment I get to hug my child breathing. And let me tell y'all something, just because you don't say anything doesn't make you right either, because silence is violence in its own right. I am tired of muting myself because I'm worried about what the person on side of me may think. Because if I say Black Lives Matter, well, all lives matter. We know that, but until you include us in it, it does not have all. We are not saying that you are not worthy. And I know I'm preaching to the choir right now, but I need you to tell your friends and your family and your co-workers that all lives don't matter until Black Lives Matter. And always remember that love trumps hate all day, every day. It's a lot of evil in the world, but I just have it in my heart to know and believe and trust that God and the love that He spreads amongst us is so much stronger than the hate that we witness from day to day. The problem is we see too much hate in our community. My heart shakes and aches and breaks every day because of the fear of the one thing, the 4 boys that I have, that God bestowed on me may be taken away from me. Not because of COVID-19, not because they got hit by, you know, somebody, but because the people that we hire, our taxpayer dollars pay to protect them, may take them out. That is not okay. It's not okay. Enough is enough. But I want you to look around. I know we are practicing social distance. I want you to look around, break those elbows up, and you guys say, this is what solidarity looks like. This is what solidarity looks like. All lives don't matter until Black Lives Matter. Stay safe. Love you guys.
if you don't have a mask, we said, come to the front and we will give you a mask. But here on this platform, everyone who should be up on this platform should be the person who's going to speak. If I haven't invited you to speak, I'm sorry. You cannot be on the platform. We have to do social distancing on the platform. I'm not going to go forward. I'm not going to go forward. I'm not going to go forward until, if you have been invited to speak, you are on this platform. If you have not been invited to speak, please go down. We ready now? I think it looks pretty good, except, oh, those are all the deputies. You know I work for the sheriff's department, don't y'all? While I look all over there, I've been fighting their asses for 12 years. 12 years. Racism, discrimination, all of it. I'm gonna keep it real. I've been hurt, I've been traumatized, but I still got a job because you know what? I'm not gonna lie down. I shall not be moved. Right? Okay, so let me introduce you to someone. Someone who I love. Someone who supports me. And I'm gonna just let her walk out because she doesn't need any introduction because she can introduce her doggone self. And she does that very, very well. Just know that I love her and I got her back at all times.
First of all, I want to thank everybody that came out today to honor George Floyd's memory. You know, my heart has been heavy. Yes, I'm the mayor, but I'm a black woman first. I'm a black woman first. I grew up in this city. I grew up not too far from here in public housing. I never thought I'd be mayor. I never thought I'd be in any situation to push for change. But it's been a blessing, and let me tell you why. I grew up at a time where there was a lot of poverty, still is, a lot of violence, still is, a lot of hopelessness and frustration. I still can't believe that I'm mayor. Because the reason why I got involved in public office in the first place had everything to do with wanting to make sure that I'm the norm and not the exception. In 2006, sadly, my cousin was killed by the San Francisco Police Department. And at that time, there was a lot of anger and hurt. This was my cousin, who I grew up with, who I played with, who I kicked it with, who I loved. And when his mom showed up wanting to know what happened, she was treated like a criminal. There was no independent investigation, and I didn't understand why. I get it, nobody's perfect, but my cousin didn't deserve to die. And let me tell you, I'm so proud when I served on the board of supervisors that any time in San Francisco there's an officer-involved shooting, there is an automatic investigation. I get it. What I'm seeing is the hurt and the pain and the frustration on everybody's face right now. And for African Americans, we've been feeling that hurt and that pain and that frustration for far too long. We are glad to see other people understanding our hurt and our pain and our frustration. And I want to be very clear. I'm in charge of this city. And as the mayor who's in charge of this city, I will do everything I can to push for the right policies for our law enforcement here in the city to make sure that what we know has been happening sadly all over this country doesn't happen in our city. There is nothing more important to me than to do that. And let me also say another thing. The hate, the frustration born out of this movement at this time, think about it. Racism. What's happening in this country is pure and simple. It's racism. What happened to George Floyd is because he was black. What happened to my cousin? Because he was black. What happened to the CNN reporter who was arrested? Because he was black. And let me tell you, I appreciate all of you for being here. I appreciate those who care and are genuinely concerned. But I want to say one thing. I want to say one thing. Black Lives Matter is nobody's joke. I'm tired of people treating it that way. I'm tired of people masking their racism in Black Lives Matter. It is not a joke. It is not a joke. It is born. It is born out of pain. It is born out of racism that we are going to fight against. It is born out of our struggle, our blood, sweat, and tears for all that we have struggled through in this country. Don't get it twisted. It is not a joke. So for those of you who are genuine in this struggle,
I know that's right.
who are genuine in this struggle, we thank you and we welcome you. But for those of you who are using this movement as a way to push violence, to go after other black people, to tear us down, we will not tolerate that. Don't get it twisted. I am the mayor, but I'm a black woman first. I am angry. I am hurt. I am frustrated. I am sick and tired of being sick and tired. I don't want to see one more black man die at the hands of law enforcement. That's what this movement is about. Not one more. Not one more. Not one more. Not one more. And I want to again appreciate the fact that yes, we have had a number of challenges around protests, but I understand the spirit of what the protests represent. We got to make sure people understand that we don't want to see this happen again, and we won't sit quietly by and let it happen again. I understand that. So I know you already did a kneel-in. And I want to tell, we got Jamie Foxx in the house. And Reverend Brown's going to introduce him in just a minute. But Jamie, I want to ask you to come out here because it's time to do another kneel-in solidarity. It's time to do another kneel-in solidarity. So everybody, please join me. Let's do it.
Power to the people. Lean on me. It's okay. That's what we here for each other, man.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Not one more. 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 Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I want to introduce the president of the NAACP, Reverend Amos Brown, who will bring up our very special guest. Reverend Brown.
Talk to us, King.
My friends, I'm inexpressibly happy to stand here next to my member of the Third Baptist Church, this quintessential queen,
Come on, Amos.
Mayor London Breed. Who's given living testament to the meaning and essence of the words. They drew a circle to shut me out, a heretic, a rebel, a thing to flaunt.
Yes.
But love and I, had the wit to win.
Yes.
We drew a circle and took them in. And she is the right number 45 in this nation, leading government in order that we might do justice, love mercy, and walk humbly with our God in this cross of earth. Let's give it up for our man. We can do it better than that. Secondly, I want to take you back into history. Go ahead. It was H.L. Dickens, senior editor of the Baltimore Sun, who said 100 years ago that our democratic republic would evolve to the level that the plain folks of the land would get their heart's desire. And the White House will be adorned with a downright moron as president. I didn't say that. I'm just quoting what Dickens said 100 years ago. And there has been the resurgence of racism, anti-Semitism, xenophobia, chauvinism, and all of those evil evilism that have divided the human family. Since one Donald Trump got a residence at 1600 Avenue in Washington, D.C. And before I present our honored guest, I want to just join in the mighty chorus of those who said that we must not just have protest, but we must go from protest to production. Now, I want to see if you will accept the charge to produce some votes this November and give Donald Trump a ticket out of the White House. This goes for everybody. Black, white, red, yellow, and brown. If you're really upset, if you really respect life, if you really want black folks to have their rights, you better get with us and vote this man out of the White House. From the black community alone, in 2016, there were 7 million black folks who were eligible to vote, but they didn't vote. They didn't register. And the millenniums in the white community, in the brown communities, in the yellow communities, were so cynical and greedy, thinking they're gonna get some money by this man throws some money your way. But I've come to tell you, my friends, no man or woman is an island to himself or herself. All of us are part of mankind. Never sit there and boom, the old bell tolls. It tolls for all of us. When one is in trouble, we are all in trouble. So get ready. Call your significant other. Get ready. Call your cousins in Michigan, in Ohio, in Kentucky, in Pennsylvania, in Wisconsin, in Georgia, and every swing state. So we will not let that electoral college put this moron back in the White House. There won't be a need for any more protest rallies. For we will have won the victory. And we will have reached that day when we shall all be so excited, so full of joy, so happy of what we will have done together. And be able to say, as I always say, we will say that antiphonal phrase, I'm black and I'm proud. I'm proud and I'm sound. I'm yellow and I'm self. I'm red and I ain't dead. I'm white and I'm all right. I'm gay and I'm godly. I'm a woman and I'm wise. I'm an immigrant and I'm industrious. I am God's child. And I'm not going to let nobody turn me around. So keep on fighting. Keep on struggling until we vote them out. And we have today the one and only Jamie Foxx from Terrell, Texas, who will tell us how the NAACP and Hollywood are going to work together to get a whole host of voters to make sure our officers was full this coming November. I give to you, Jamie Foxx, hear ye him.
First of all, I like that song. But in this instance, it's no weapon formed against me shall prosper. It won't work. No weapons formed against me shall prosper. That comes directly from Terrell, Texas. My grandmother struggled hard to make sure that I could be a respectable black man. She worked hard to make sure that I was able to pursue my dreams, and my dreams came true. I want to give a huge thank you for just being in the proximity of Dr. Amos Brown. Please. We can do better than that. Because of his fearlessness, we can take this up and we can go on and take it and be the younger generation. And the way you spoke to us yesterday, he gave us the history of what this actually means, what his words actually means. And I'm glad that we're all here to be able to witness that. Please give him another round of applause. Growing up in Texas, I gotta be honest, I didn't know that black people could be like this. Because I wasn't shown that until I got out to California. I didn't know that a young African-American woman, that the possibility of being a mayor was even a possibility. And today, what we witnessed was something absolutely incredible. Once again, please give it up for London Breed. I just want to let you know I'm not Hollywood. I'm just a person. That happens to be my job. But the one thing I can tell you is that I've been in proximity. I was there in LA when it was a Rodney King beating, and I watched that and I said, man, if they get away with this now, what's going to happen later? And it continues to happen. I know you know who Sabrina Fulton is. She's the mother of Trayvon Martin. I got a chance to meet her. We have bonded and had a relationship since that happened. Because what I can tell you is that after all of this, and this is going to die down, it's just inevitable, the work is still there to be done. Those individuals cannot come back. Sabrina can't have her son. George Floyd will no longer be here. The work is still here. I want to tell you, if you get a chance, find out Circle of Mothers. Circle of Mothers is 200 mothers, black mothers, that have gone through the same thing that we're talking about right now. It just wasn't televised. Nobody talked about it. So the thing is that the work will continue to be there. And we have to make sure that once this is done, is that we have to try to make change occur when it comes to police brutality. And what I'm saying is that there has to be a deterrent. If that man can be handcuffed, and that man can sit on that man's neck for that long and feel comfortable about it, that means that he's not afraid of what's going to happen. We have to change the language. They have to be worried that I could go to jail for this. They have to respect us. They have to love us. That man cried out for his mom. That man cried out to his mom. On top of that, I got a chance to talk to Ahmaud Arbery's father. To listen to this man talk about how his son was his baby boy, 26 years old. He talked about how he paid it forward with the education. His daughter had a master's degree, but he doesn't know how to tell his daughter that his son is gone. What we're doing right now is the most important thing, and letting these people know that we love them. We were in Minnesota, we got a chance to see people up close, we got a chance to see this, how beautiful and peaceful it was. And a lot of times they don't show what's happening right here, so I hope that we keep the pressure on them and let them know that we're here with solidarity, that we're here, we're peaceful, but we are aggressive. We are aggressive. And what I want to say about my Hollywood friends, you got to get out here. You got to come out here. You can't sit back. You can't tweet. You can't text. You got to get out here. So many people have texted me. Fox, can you tell them stop doing this? Fox, can you tell them stop doing that? You tell them. You come out. You see what it is. You got to understand, people are hurt, and I'm not agreeing with any. I'm not agreeing to, I don't know what to say. I'm not agreeing to disagree, but all I can say is that when you hear and you see how people are hurting, you can understand what it is, as opposed to being in your bedroom or your living room and saying, hey, I don't like this. Get out of the cul-de-sac and come down here on the courtroom steps. Some of those private jets that you got, get on them. Because people like Dr. Amos Brown had to march. They had to march in Alabama. All we have to do is get on our bus or plane or whatever and get here and let the people see you. And that's a challenge to all of you, because they have been calling me. I will tell you, they have been calling me saying that they want to help out. And I said the best way to help out is to just let them see your face. All I want to do is let y'all see my face and let you know that the people on the front line that work and do this every single day, you can call on me and I'll come anywhere. I'll do anything. I'll sing, tell a joke, whatever it is. But we have to be here, because at the end of the day, the most important thing is this. I'm still worried that they may try to pull one on us. Let's not forget that. They may try to pull one on us. Even now, they say we didn't see what we saw. And I continuously say, how can we see it as a murder and they see it as a misunderstanding? The work is still here. I'm only here to, I don't preach or anything like that, but I just want to be here to let you know that you got somebody that you can call anytime. Anytime I'll be here, because like I said, the other day as I'm talking to my young kids, as I'm talking to my nephews, as I'm talking to my daughter, trying to tell them how to act when they're out there and they see a police officer, I'm sort of running out of things to tell them. And it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be that way in America in 2020. We have to evolve. We got to get past that. And the only way we get past that is that you look into this crowd and understand what made me so happy. It wasn't just black people saying it. It wasn't just black people saying it was wrong. It was all of you people that are not black. I'm going to be honest with you. White people, man, it goes a long way. It goes a long way to hear you step up. And I know sometimes it gets uncomfortable, but I'm telling you, it goes a long way. And to the black people, don't stop. We're gonna keep it going. I got my sister here, right here. I got my sister here, Deidre Dixon from the hood, South Dallas. I got all my brothers here, Breon and Tyron and Davey Brown, who's Amos's son. Listen, we ready for the fight. We won't stop. No weapons formed against me shall prosper. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter.
Now clap it up for Mr. Jamie Fox. Okay, so Jamie is going to be here with us, and he's going to introduce something special. So, I mean, this is so awesome. Thank you so much for being cooperative, for being peaceful, for being here in solidarity with us, because Black Lives Matter. And so here you go, Mr. Fox.
And listen, another young man called me, a young man who I've admired. His spirit is amazing. We talked about George Floyd. We talked about Stephen Jackson. We talked about how these brothers meant so much to their communities. The fact that George Floyd had just started his own church. Those are things they don't tell you.
The fact that he was teaching young kids to put guns down and lead a different path. Sometimes they don't know who they're killing. They don't know who they're killing. But today we got somebody here who's going to sing something for us. His voice is amazing. His spirit is amazing. His name is Tank. And he's about it.
First thing I want to say is that I love every last one of you that are out here today under the sound of my voice. I just want to sing a little piece of something, but before I do, it's something we like to do in church. Look at your neighbor, look at your neighbor, look at your neighbor, look at your neighbor, and tell your neighbor, I love you. I love you. Give them a social distance hug. Hug yourself. Give them a social distance hug. And the one thing I do know is that everything that we're doing right now, it's all about change. So it will be so fitting if we just did a couple pieces of A Change Is Gonna Come. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
I was born by the river in a little tent. Oh, just like that river, I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes it is.
I just want to do one more piece.
It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die, 'cause I don't know what's up there beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming, yeah, but I know change gonna come.
The change is gonna come. As long as we keep doing this, the change is gonna come. As long as we keep believing that all life is important, especially black lives, the change is gonna come. Stand in front of this and be the change you want to see. God bless you.
And I just want to say for a little bit while I'm introducing the next speaker is that where did the police departments come from? Do you guys know? And they came from slave catchers. Slave catchers. In the early 1700s. Here's Gwen Woods, Mario Woods' mother.
Please bear with me because you guys need to see the faces that this is impacting. Rudy, can you bring your team up, please? They fight every day for our community. Jamie Foxx, thank you, because you don't bring your status into this. They feel it's okay. Let me tell you the ugly side of this. It causes you to test your faith and your belief. I don't want to believe in the God of that New Testament. I want to believe in the God of Old Testament in Hebrew when he told Joshua, walk that city 7 times, take it down and destroy it. Mario didn't get justice. They threw me a few crumbs I can hardly survive on, but he didn't get justice. He can't rest in peace because there's no justice. Rest in peace, George Floyd. They literally took a knee to his neck. Where is that in the police training? It's not 9 minutes. That was to prove to us that guess what? They're gonna keep coming back at us. I felt so bad when this happened. I felt I couldn't come out and even protest with you all because I settled with the city. I didn't want to. I'm so far out, I swear. on George Floyd's neck. I saw Mario. He was not a threat, and I'm gonna tell you again, San Francisco, he wasn't a threat. He was 5'5". He was barely 160 pounds wet. You just knew you had carte blanche to do it, and like you said, Jimmy, because there is no accountability. No one goes to prison. I don't mean resign, because Sergeant Kempinski in San Francisco, in my Bayview community, said he took the Bayview station to kill niggas. They allowed him to resign out gracefully. You, me, and everybody else. If we on our work, there's a zero tolerance policy. It should be the same with officers when it comes to racism, sexism, homophobia, a zero tolerance policy. Zero tolerance policy. You can't police me if you hate me and fear me. Never gonna turn out well for me, or my sons, or my brothers, or my sisters. I need you to see the faces that this impacts. This man here, Eric Jones, this baby here, this brother here, any one of these brothers, just like J. Cole said, given any day, on average, however that officer will feel, could be a bad day, a very bad day for us. It was a very bad day for Mark, because guess what? His paperwork, y'all thought his paperwork made him a target. He was just primed for your execution. And whether it's ill, poor training, you fearing me, you just assimilated into this white, privileged society of a racist police force. That's what got him executed. 21 in the back. I'm not letting you forget this one. I'm not letting you forget that. Look around you. Look at all the signs. Look at all the signs. Look at all of our babies. Look at all of our babies. And because you didn't think nothing of it, we love them. We love them. Black lives does matter. Black lives matter. In a Bible study, and if he could have took out more than 9 people, and he is entitled to a bulletproof vest, a Burger King burger, and so he has us to fear. That white boy in Stanford that raped that young woman in broad daylight, and the judge says to him, 6 months. He barely does 3 months. Is that not 2 types of policing? Yeah, it is.